investment success story, investment tragedy, and investment tips.
Next on Real Estate News You Can Use. Hello and welcome to Real Estate News You Can Use. What's up, Keith?
How are you, Ruben? I haven't seen you in a little bit.
I know, I'm doing okay.
It's been about a week, I think. Huh?
Okay, you've been getting a little sun? You look a little...
No, I didn't take my high blood pressure pills today.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Well, it is getting hot here in Boston.
I'm chewing gum. Isn't that terrible? I shouldn't be chewing gum while I'm on the show.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
I'm going to do the little swallow thing. There I go.
Anyway, if this is your first time on the show, welcome.
Welcome.
Real Estate News You Can Use is an audio and video podcast about real estate.
And Ruben looks much better in audio.
Anything concerning real estate. And what we do, me and Keith do, is take 3 articles about real estate. We try to make them very related.
Making it real.
Theme, in fact. And basically review the articles, give our own commentary, and let you get your own opinion by giving you the links to the articles yourself.
Giddy up.
So
let's get it on.
Today's theme is investing, real estate investing.
Yes, investment success stories. How'd you like to start that article?
Well, that's the first article.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our first article from Boston Business Journal. Very local to us.
Yes.
And this is actually not a new article, Keith, but he's still doing well. So I could say it is. Who
is he?
This guy goes by the name of John McGrail. He started the Mayo Group. He started in Roxbury.
Yep.
He bought his very first home, $10,000 down payment.
And he's turned it into a very...
That was in 1991.
Yeah.
And fast forward...
17 years?
17 years later.
I'm pretty good with my math.
He has 5,000 residential units, 5 million square feet of commercial property.
And he turned that $10,000 into $10,500. No.
You said you were good at math. No, it's a pretty unique success story. This guy, came from Ireland, 15. How many years ago?
Probably 20 anyway.
20 years ago, and basically just started off from working construction and working in a restaurant, and he's basically built an empire. And
what are the things he owns now, Ruben?
Well, the article doesn't exactly say what he owns, but I heard you mention it. Did you not listen to me? 5,000 residential units.
5,000 residential units.
5 million square feet.
That's amazing. 5,000 residential units times what do you think the monthly rent is on each unit? Let's say he averages
Let's say 1,000.
Yeah. What's 5,000 times 1,000?
A lot of money.
It is a lot of money every month.
Every month.
The guy's a dude.
Oh.
He's a dude. I like that.
Good to have on your networking list.
That's what you call, what is a nice streaming line of income every month, huh? You go to bed, you're going to have residual income. That's nice residual income.
That's not going to stop either.
No, that's awesome. It's awesome.
That's a success story.
Good for you, Mr. McGrail.
Success story.
It's the Holy McGrail. And he calls it the Holy McGrail.
And he's one of your countrymen, Keith.
Yes, he is. One of yours
too. Irish. That was a bad.
I thought you were Irish.
No, I'm not. I only look Irish.
Yes.
Second story, real estate tragedy.
Yes, this is.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of out there, but it's hard to find actual.
Well, this tragedy is, it was health related a little bit in a sense. It's taken place in Phoenix. There's a person who started to invest with a small amount of money, and they flipped homes, husband and wife team, and they did some flipping, and they were very successful on their first 6. And first 12, and then their last 6, the what hit the fan, and downhill from then. He had heart surgery, and he had to pay for that. And as he was paying for that, he wasn't able to keep up with what was going on in the industry. The market changed. Everything that he purchased was purchased on ARMs, on adjustable rate mortgages, and they started out at 6%, and a year later they went to 12 or 13%,
mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna have to read the rest of the story. No, I'll tell you that. And then, Ruben, what happened was that he wanted to renegotiate the loan with the banks,
right.
And the banks are now saying, not unless you stop making payments.
Right.
If you continue to make payments, we're not going to do any renegotiation.
Right.
So they elected to finally stop making payments, and now they're going to start to talk to them.
They're trying to save their houses.
They're trying to avoid the foreclosure. And the key to the whole story, and the positive note was, they have been dealing with the banks. They did not run away, and that's what you need to do if you're heading into foreclosure. Talk to your bank right away.
Unfortunately, this is a very common real estate investing story. I mean, it's just a husband and wife. They probably didn't know anything about real estate when they first started, other than maybe about the home that they already owned.
They knew some things about it. She was actually one of those
home staging professionals.
Yeah, she's a home staging professional.
Well, it's one thing to know something about real estate. It's one thing to know about investing.
Right.
So, okay, maybe they didn't do any investing at all before that. But in 2001, anyone could be a successful investor.
Right. You could have done anything you wanted to do.
Yeah, basically.
You could have picked your nose and
made money.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you call gold digger, I guess.
That was actually funny. that was actually
Thanks,
pretty,
I appreciate that.
That was actually pretty witty.
Even a blind squirrel can find a nut every once in a while.
And that was from the Wall Street Journal. If you want to check out the
WSJ, Wall Street Journal, get it now!
If you want to check out the article for yourself, go to renewsyoucanuse.com.
Ruben, how do you find a good investment?
Well, it was only fitting that we take the good, we take the bad, and for the last article,
we throw out those tips. Have this one, have that one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's so much information you can find on the internet.
Right.
Yeah, some good, some bad.
Yep.
But hey, we're not gonna just leave it out there like that. We might as well.
Well, one of the things they talked about in this article is develop a network of people that you work with, that you know what's going on, and because when you develop a network, that network tends to spread.
Oh yeah.
And one person knows another person knows another person, and it just keeps on spreading. So getting into a network of people is a very cool place to be.
No, exactly, because a lot of people, maybe investors, don't realize a lot of what you're doing in real estate investing is also buying the properties, but you have to go out and sell those properties eventually.
Yes.
So, regardless of just like any other business that you got to get into, sales. That's why developing network is a good tip. Second tip is know the time horizon. You have to know exactly what you're doing, when it's being done, how long, when you got to get out of there, including your exit strategy.
Right, have an exit strategy, just like President Bush has on the war in Iraq.
A little bit better one. A little bit better one than that. Another tip they gave is get your finances in shape. Obviously, if you're going to be buying properties, whether it's going to be your own funds it's going to come out of, or you're going to be borrowing funds, you have to know exactly how that's going to happen. Because obviously,
that's a good point.
Right now, there's so many properties that you can find. Yeah, so many properties you can buy.
We brought up a point a couple of weeks ago that there are more foreclosures being sold, or more banks are selling their property than the individuals are selling. So this is another one strategy that I would definitely incorporate, is try to find someone who knows when a foreclosure is happening in your neighborhood. That's another tip. I didn't know if I saw that in there. Is stay around your neighborhood. Don't go buying someplace that's not close to you, because if you do that, it ends up being a nightmare. And if you have to travel 25, 35 minutes just to get to the investment property, right, it's not a good.
Well,
good deal.
That ties into the last tip they give: avoid overpaying. And I think a good way to avoid overpaying is if you know the actual real estate market.
Right.
So
good point.
We're in Boston. I probably don't know anything about the real estate market in Oklahoma City.
I actually do.
You do?
Yeah.
You're the man. No, but I mean, seriously.
Yeah, it takes a little. You have to sub that out.
Exactly. Just deal with the right people. Well, just to reiterate, avoid overpaying, have a good network, know your finances, and have a timeline set.
And Ruben, if anybody here watching our show has any questions that you'd like to have asked, please go to renewsyoucanuse.com and ask away.
Check out the full articles. Until then,
love to hear your comments.
I'm Ruben.
I'm Keith.
Make it a great day.
Stay classy, America.